All right, I just got to the office. It is 5:22 a.m. I know it's snowing, but it's just another day at work. Like, we have houses to buy. I would encourage everyone that don't use the snow day as an excuse just to sit around and do nothing. At the same time, be smart, and if you don't have a car that can handle the snow, definitely don't be out trying to. I got my day planned out, and I actually think I may switch it up, which is something I rarely do. I planned it out the night before, but because of the snow, there's gonna be a lot of people just sitting at home, and I think that's gonna be, it's gonna be a great cold calling day. It's gonna be a great day to get a hold of people. There's gonna be sitting around watching a lot of TV, and there couldn't be really a better time to call them. So right now, I'm starting my morning off like I always do. I have training prep that I absolutely have to do. My one thing today is training prep. I set that out yesterday. It is extremely important as we're bringing on these new agents that I get our training prep done. So I've already got that scheduled out. Let me see if there's anything I can move around. All right. Lunch, I'm sure that'll still happen. Email, that is the first thing off the list. I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. Not going to do it. Email is not important. Email is not a revenue generating item. If it is a revenue generating item, someone's going to call you because it's going to be a lot more important. But I don't think I've ever answered email that needed to be answered that day that otherwise would have cost me money or would have led to a deal falling through. Like, people, when it is important, they will call you. You don't have to answer email. Like, wait till the end of the week. In fact, I would say that 90% of your time, just at your job in general, should be spent on revenue generating items. So talking with somebody or doing some action to bring in a lead where you're talking with somebody who can sign something that makes you money. Like, I realize that you can't do that all day, every day, but 90% of your time should be focused on that or setting up your team for success, because it can be the same thing. But looking back at the schedule, I can't really mark off that Zoom call. I really do need to continue to dive into the creative financing of this big deal we're working on. Not sure if coffee is still going to happen. Definitely not going to miss the workout. Let's see. You know what I might do is move the creative financing to after the workout. I mean, I've been working till 10:30 every night anyway, and then I might put in here 2 hours of cold calling. There we go. And so now that I got my schedule all figured out, I did some days compared to this power grid. So again, this is from consulting.com, and this is outlining per hour how valuable what you're doing is. Okay. So like long-term planning, long-term strategy, it's way over here. Capital allocations and decisions. You'll notice cold calling is right there at the bottom. It's actually a $10 an hour item because you can pay someone, a fairly low base pay to do that. But, looking at your schedule every single day and making sure that you're focused way more over here and way less over here, and especially not doing any of these things.
Those of you watching online, just type it in the chat. Type in I'm
I'm about to pass the 12-hour mark for today. Day is not really even close to being over, but that's okay. I planned it this way. I still got a lot of energy, and I guess I'll just catch up on sleep, maybe on Sunday or something. But I've got to say, I've talked to some incredible people today, from sellers to new investors. I have one more investor meeting, to some interviews that I had. Like, I am feeling really full right now just from the people that have been speaking into the direction that the company's heading, and just the idea of being able to work towards and ask those questions of, okay, what fills you up? What do you want out of this life? and how can we work together to achieve that is, that's got to be one of the reasons why I love what I do. Finishing up a long day, and it's two of having the gym to myself. I was on my way home and realized didn't have any hard-boiled eggs. There's no way I'm letting this streak end over some eggs. All right, I just got home, got my last meal in, and have some late night work to do as far as creative financing for one of the big deals that we are working on. So I'm probably going to be working on that for at least another hour and a half. But had an extremely productive day, met some extremely awesome people, as I've already mentioned. And let's look at the schedule really fast. Did that, training prep. My one thing today was our driving for dollars and training prep. Again, we've got some people that are going to be joining our team in the near future, and we have to make sure that they're set up for success. Otherwise, they're just going to be standing around, not really doing much. But it's so important that you dedicate the time on the front end so that they can actually step in and day one produce results. And to the schedule, then I had a ton of meetings. Let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I said 9 in my video earlier, which is wrong apparently. I had 8 meetings, a few of which were interviews. Again, I met some incredible people today that I am so excited about. That in our team and adding a ton of value to the operation. Went to the gym, went to the grocery store somewhere in here to get those eggs, and now I'm working on the creative finance. Again, this is what the typical day looks like. It's nothing special. It's usually waking up around 5 a.m. and not really getting home until 8. Today I was a little bit later, but that's the general day-to-day. Nothing really changes. But I think that wraps up my day. I've got a little bit more work to do. Appreciate everybody watching. I really appreciate all the comments and everyone who's reached out. It really does mean a lot. I'm probably going to do a more in-depth video of my health tracking sheet because a ton of people have asked for it. And that's really exciting to me because I love tracking that stuff. I love the discipline of it. And I really do truly believe that it's the only way that you can consistently work a ton of hours and not get burnt out. You have to be tracking everything. So it's really cool to see that. So it's really cool to see that a lot of other people are really interested in it the same way that I am. And last thing in the video is what I ate.